Can you just tell them the truth? Can you say to the world, just tell people and then they'll understand?
That Diddy actually trafficked you to.
Others are from European countries and of a royalty. Very royal. Very royal.
Like princes, that type of thing?
Definitely a prince.
Whoa.
The opposite of being smooth. If you have smooth arms as opposed to Harry.
Ooh. So we're talking about the one that's newly married to the biracial lady.
That's the only prince. That's the only prince I know.
Okay. Damn, y'all.
Allegedly.
Prince Harry is finding in the most brutal way that silence is golden. You are the owner of your silence and slave to your words. No amount of phony prizes that he's getting for being the titan of environment, getting the NAACP Archwell and Meghan is not going to help, because Diddy's victims are naming him, and it's not pretty. No royal title is going to help him. We saw that with Andrew. And in fact, I think that King Charles is distancing himself from Harry. So let's get into this, beautiful people.
Biden, Prince Harry, Kamala.
You know, Harry has gotten so used to getting away with everything. He's gotten used to Buckingham Palace cleaning everything up for him. And it's not going to work right now, because in the United States, the victims are being very, very public. You know, and I think in this case, they don't care that they use Prince Harry as the scapegoat rather than have, for example, Oprah fall, or Jay-Z, or Tyler Perry. You'll see how quickly Tyler Perry will disown Harry if he finds that by sacrificing Harry and Meghan, they're gonna get away with things, because a royal attracts a lot of attention. We saw that with Prince Andrew in the case of Epstein. Why are we talking about Harry and Diddy? I know that there have been a lot of reports that Harry, the only time he saw Diddy was at the 2007, I believe, Princess Diana concert, the 10th anniversary of her death. That's true. We've all seen the pictures. You know, he was there with Prince William and Prince Harry. And we've all seen the reports that the Sussex camp has put out, saying that his publicist said that he was always obsessed with royalty, especially Prince William and Prince Harry, that he even had a framed picture of him on the nightstand. I don't believe that. And second, that publicist that we're talking about, he was working with Diddy from 2002 to 2004. And he left under bad terms. So how would he know anything? Because Prince William and Prince Harry contacted Diddy in 2007. So that publicist wasn't even around. And I don't know about you, but I highly doubt that Diddy is going to have a picture of those two princes. Even though he may be gay, from what we hear, he likes boys or men or whatever. But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So yeah. So why are we talking about this? Let's not forget that Prince Harry in the book Spare sold himself out. He sold himself out. Just in the book Spare, we found out that while his wife was going through labor, he inhaled a Class C drug, because laughing gas is classified in the United Kingdom as Class C drug under the Drug Misuse Act of 1971. And not only that, the laughing gas was not even meant for him. So he committed a crime by taking away the drugs meant to help his wife deliver a child. He has, in that book, that is a confession. Harry made a confession in that book. He admitted of doing drugs at Tyler Perry's house while holding a residence visa, which is illegal. and I know we've talked a lot about this, but it is illegal for a resident who, even if you're a legal resident, to consume any kind of drugs, because even if it's legal in the state of California or the state where you live, because immigrants are bound by federal law, not state law. So don't do drugs in the United States if you're a resident. Only if you're a citizen you can do that, but in the legal one. We know all of that. We know that Harry was coming in and out of the United States all the time. We just didn't know about it because royals are able to fly under the radar whenever they want to. Just look at Harry's latest thing. He went to Chicago. Nobody knew about it. Of course, he's flying private. But even so, he went to Africa and he went to the New York, London, Africa, and then he's still AWOL. That video with him in Colombia that they posted to Colombia, that was recorded at the end of August. Harry has not been seen in public, live in public. But so they are able to fly under the radar. We found out he had spent a wild weekend in Vegas because, of course, some women took pictures of him naked with his little wee-wee. So we know that. That's how we found out about it. And the entire weekend was comped, by the way, because he's a prince. So him and his friends didn't pay for it. We know that he was at a party sometime at Courtney Cox's house and before he met Meghan, and he was doing mushrooms, magic mushrooms, because he thought that the trash can was speaking to him. So where am I going with this? People are trying to whitewash Harry's image. He was named in the lawsuit. It wasn't Prince William that was named. It was Prince Harry. And he's not that well known. You know, I know we talk about him and people in my channel know him and in Europe they know him, but in the United States, they have to say Prince, you know. Even that guy in the latest, Kevin Costner, fundraiser, when, Daisy Fuentes' husband was coming off stage, he walked past Harry. He didn't even recognize him. He had to be told he was Prince somebody, and he thought it was Prince William, because they don't know. So for Harry to be mentioned in Diddy's lawsuit, Harry's name to be around these people, you know what? Where there's smoke, there's fire, they say. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And there's a lot of, it's like danger, Will Robinson, danger, you know, the guy from Lost in Space. Why, you just heard Adria English, who is very vocal. I know a lot of people are dismissive of her testimony because of how she gives it, but it doesn't make it any less true if it is true. But according to her, she got to know Harry pretty well because of Diddy. She got to know Prince Harry pretty well because of Diddy. She was an unwilling participant in Prince Harry's activities. And we know from Harry's own words that he can be pretty nasty to women. We saw in his book Spare how he talks about women, how when he lost his virginity, he mounted a woman. How he talks about Rebecca Brooks, I assume, how he's very vulgar. He's got a violent streak. And there are rumblings that when Harry was in Afghanistan, they had some hookers come in, and even the hookers didn't want to come back because of his aggressive nature. Harry spent a week in Adria in France with his friends, and he got to know a teen pretty well. He was in his late 20s, and he got to know a teen pretty well, a teen girl pretty well. And apparently there was the use of a bottle which damaged the girl. It wasn't the bottle to drink. And the very next day, he had his friend had the teen sign an NDA because apparently he was scared that whatever the teen would say was that bad. Hookers in Afghanistan who are dying to meet soldiers, wealthy soldiers and stuff like that, they refused to return. There was a huge scandal when he was in the military at his base in London, where they had hookers come in, which is illegal. And there was a huge fight, and apparently people had to be called in. This man is a violent jerk. This man would throw his bicycle at the legs of his bodyguards. We know that he smacked that the Foo Fighter drummer that who was sleeping after flying from a concert to London. He was jet lagged and he just fell asleep a little bit, and they went to this ambassador's house and he smacked his face so hard while having his two bodyguards stand right next to him. So we know that he's allowed to get away with stuff. And with Trump now, Trump won with his visa under investigation because the Heritage Foundation is coming hard on him. I do hope that they make it public. And I do not believe that Harry's going to get away with it. I do not believe that Harry's going to get away with it. And now we have Adria English, a witness. We have Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright said that not only Harry, but also Meghan were participants of Diddy's parties, that there are pictures, that there are videos. So this is going to get brutal because I am smelling blood in the water, because I can see entire Hollywood sacrificing a royal rather than them going down. But that's just me. Please let me know what you think, beautiful people. And as usual, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and buy a hoodie, Christmas hoodie. All the proceeds of my channel go to the school-shelter. So thank you very much for watching, beautiful people.